kujishindia 50,000 kila siku, milioni moja kila wiki na grand prize ya 3 million shillings. 3 million shillings. Jibambe na content nyingi zaidi, ongeze chances zako za kushinda. Jipange na View sasa. Weka 50 bob tu na huenda ukajishindia 50,000 kila siku, milioni moja kila wiki na grand prize ya milioni 3. Sheria na masharti kutumika. Imeidhinishwa na BCLB namba 0000130.
Dreaming of Italy, but worried about planning your trip? View Travel has you covered. View Travel invites you on a 5-day, 4-night adventure starting from $1,650. Sail to the enchanting island of Venice, where ancient canals whisper tales of the past. Immerse yourself in the grandeur of Rome, exploring its iconic landmarks like the Imperial Forums. Discover the artistic heart of Florence, a city inspired by the Renaissance, as you witness the timeless craft of Murano glass blowing. With guaranteed departures, personalized quotes, and our unwavering commitment to reliability, View Travel is your trusted partner in creating unforgettable Italian memories. Book your adventure today. Visit viewtravel.com or call 0703-254-254.
My name is Sebastian Mutuku Wambua from Machakos. I am a retired systems analyst. I'm into 6 months playing, and I was not even expecting to see anything until when I saw that text message, and I couldn't believe it. I got 12 predictions out of 15 on the jackpot. The first person I told was my wife. This is good money. I think it will go far to help myself and a few other people that may be in need. I want to encourage other people. Please go ahead and try your luck. It's always good to try, just like I did. Looking at my win here, Shabiki imenisort. Thank you, Shabiki.
Shabiki Super Jackpot. Ni time yako.
Minadai wote twenda hivi.
Not for persons under the age of 18. Authorized and regulated by BCLB 671.
Little babies are such joy to every home. Na sasa, Citizen Duka, the home of discounts, inakuletea the sweet baby package from Quickmart. Winnie's Total Afya 1 kg, 270 down to 250. Nipnap Baby Diaper Junior size 5, 999 down to 799. Total Baby Wipes 140 down to 112. Dove Baby Lotion 755 down to 378. Dove Baby Soap 75 grams, 225 down to 113. Packing bag 40 shillings. Ukinunua hii package kwa Citizen Duka, utalipa only 1,691, meaning utasave 748 shillings. Piga *487*5# na ulipia saizi. Ka stock bado iko. Ukishalipa, utapata confirmation message ya kukwambia you can go to any Citizen Duka counter katika Quickmart supermarket yoyote yenye iko karibu na wewe. Unangoja nini? Sulipia saizi ndio enjoy discount yako ka stock bado iko. Citizen Duka, home of discount.
Iye koridwaro lwenywa. Kana wachaki?
Ano kagora giji. If it comes to fighting, I fight gi pesa gi bank account and above.
Magi utensils maodaka.
Na ng'eyo ni nyaki watch na watch marodini.
You could ni odikethore.
Abenyi. Karera chaga kama.
Kori loke yanya donge. Mano koru yanya.
Tuyera chala kedon.
Iluongo ni Ramogi nade iwacho ni wigi ni bedo maliet ka pas. Wan gi jangolo mar juma miluongo ni Tony Nyadundo, king of Ohangla mwenyewe. Kasto wan gi ngero mar juma moto mabibiro maliet kaka pas. Koleos kwa instrumento tunasema namna vipi?
Wantie be giri nyakoro magejwan kidienye mar ajawa. Wantie giri kasi tanda wantie giveru nyawagai. Katil koda an nyar Josephine ngombuche ko ngejwan.
Tamo wanga kawuono niwe apuonjo gana.
To mana radio Ramogi katil koda Ramogi TV live Ramogi Night Disco. Kick by.
Pinyo tamo wanga kawuono niwe apuonjo gana.
Nyakwa Ramogi, Kenya Eratiel.
Raila has a space to say what Gima Jakom Dwawacho.
The opposition, nothing like a Supreme Court.
Onliet Nyakwa Ramogi.
Jumapil ka Jumapil.
Ana chungo mama Ratil kadel war piny. Ka adwani wa discuss kaka Kenya de.
Winj tuak mago Ratil piny.
One was got in opposition. One was got in opposition 50 years.
Mayo kiparka kele wich bar moro. UDA onge kama pose donje. Adwani penje bati. Koso donje kona mane.
Sachiel gi nusu tieno.
Siasa mar piny Kenya en siasa koso dongruok.
Kai kelo ni kod George Bati. Kick by.
Machiegni kendo Nyakwa Ramogi weche manyien mag migago kama oyudo nokinyi ma kawuono anyuola mag owete ariyo kod jakedo ne ratich oganda achiel noyudo thuolo mar buonjo tok yudo joheragi kangima. Ji adekgo nolal tarik 19 dwe mokalo saa 8 odiechieng' tok ng'anyo mane mar nane kendo yangore ni otieno ma piny norugodo kawuono noyudgi kowegi thuolo e tong' mar kaunti ma Kiambu gi Nairobi. Owete ariyogo Longton Jamil to gi owadgi Islama Longton ne oyudore gachie ka Bob Njagi to noyudore alwora ma Tigoni e kaunti ma Kiambu. Ne en mor makende ne anyuola owete ariyogo eko nonyiso mor margi mar bedo thuolo. Kaluwore gi wuon jakedo ne ratich oganda Bob Njagi oyango ni en ne oweyo wach wuodeno ne Nyasaye. Motelo ne mano dwe mar 8 ogai mar Law Society of Kenya Faith Odhiambo ne ochope do kendo nokwedo mokalo rem chope do mane e kinde mane ogai mar obila ma kojolo Gilbert Masengeli ni tudo go obila mamoko e lal mar ji adekgo. Riwruok mar kedo ne ratiro mag oganda mamoko bende nochiwo ywak margi kotenore kod lal mar ji adekgo. Amnesty International nyoro tok ogai manyien mar obila Douglas Kanja chamo muma kaachiel gi jatatije mar migawo mar okwach kich Amin Mohamed ne oyango ni onge ng'ata mobila nondhiyo kata loro ne e tok chik.
Okinyi ma kawuono anyuola mag owete ariyo kod jaked ne ratich oganda achiel oyudo thuolo mar buonjo tok yudo joheragi kangima. Ji adekgo ne olal tarik 19 dwe mokalo saa 8 odiechieng' tok ng'anyo manobagi pacho kae mar nane kendo yangore ni otieno ma piny orugodo kawuono ne oyudgi ka owegi e tong' ma kaunti ma Kiambu kod ma Nairobi. Owete ariyo Longton Jamil kod owadgi Aslam Longton ne oyudore gachie ka Bob Njagi to ne oyudore alwora ma Tigoni e kaunti ma Kiambu. Ne en mor makende ne anyuolagi. Owete ariyogo onyiso mor margi tok bedo thuolo.
Kwa majina naitwa Longton Jamil Hashim. Kwa majina naitwa Aslam Nadhim Longton. Nashukuru wa Kenya kwa kusimama na sisi. Tumeachiliwa kwa mkia asubuhi hii. Tumetupwa kwa kichaka. Na mimi nawashukuru wa Kenya watu waliosimama na sisi. Tumeweza kuachiliwa leo usiku kwa mkia leo sehemu ya Gashie kwa kichaka, na tukatembea hadi tukapata estate moja. Hapo ndio tukaomba mahali tukacharge simu, tumewachiliwa na tuko hai. Tunashukuru Mungu na mengi tutaongea kupitia kwa President Law Society of Kenya.
Kaluwore gi wuon jaked ne ratich oganda Bob Njagi oyango ni en oseweyo wechego duto e lwet Nyasaye.
Tigoni police station is very late at night, but he has been picked by one of his brothers, and he is still somewhere in Nairobi, where I'm headed myself. It is like a big stone removed from your back. We had left the matter to God because we had tried everything possible within our abilities. Most of the people we trusted, like our friends, had abandoned us, and we are just saying God is wonderful, because we reached a level we said we are leaving this matter to God, and we have been down on our knees praying.
Motelo edweni marochiko, ogai mar LSK Faith Odhiambo ne ochopo e doho kendo ne okwedo mokalo rem chopo e doho mane en kinde mokalo ogai mar obila yor kojolo Gilbert Masengeli kane itudo obila kod lal mar rowere adek go.
My Lord, to date they have come before you to make fun of this honorable court by coming to report that the IG is doing other duties. There are more important things than the lives of Kenyans.
Riwruoge kod oganda mamoko bende osechiwo ywak margi kotenore gi lal mar ji adek go.
We have to demand, first and foremost, that the 3 men are produced back to their families.
Nyoro toko gai manyien mar obila Douglas Kanja Chamamuma, jatatije bad migao mar okwach kich Amin Mohamed, ne oyango ni onge ng'ata ma obila osendhiyo kata loro ne tok chik.
The National Police Service is not involved in any case of abduction. Our duty and responsibility is to make sure that whoever is involved in abduction is apprehended and taken to court.
Sani koro en rito mar winjo sigandgi kaka ne omakgi kendo kama ne gintiere. Cleophas Oluoch, Ramogi TV.
Nyako Ramogi wadok achiel nyake doho kama bura mane en jalupo ogai mar obila Gilbert Masengeli ne bura mare dhi nyime.
And if possible, point out Paja. Your Lordship, we reiterate our right to cross-examine the continuum. We are much obliged.
contender has come before the court to purge the content. He seeks to rely on affidavit evidence and has also been sworn. The petitioners are present in these proceedings and seek to cross-examine him on the contents of the affidavit. These proceedings are intended to be brief, where the court is only supposed to hear the contender as he punches the content. I have considered that the petitioner have not had a chance to respond to that affidavit presented, and therefore giving them the right to cross-examine is a way of ensuring their participation in the proceedings, however nominal. However, these proceedings are not a trial. A request to cross-examine the contender for 40 minutes is too long and cannot be allowed. I shall assign only 15 minutes. After the contender is done, each side will have 5 minutes each for a very brief submission.
Thank you, my lord. Much obliged, my lord.
Thank you so
So, Mr. Miller, you can proceed.
Thank you, my lord.
So do you wish to adopt the contents of your affidavit?
Yes, my lord.
Now, just look at paragraph 2 of your affidavit. You were convicted for what in particular? What was it that led to the conviction?
Contempt of court, my lord.
For failing to do what?
For failing to comply with court. Habeas corpus, the date 23rd, August 2024, my lord.
Okay. And that was an order to present in court?
Yes, my lord.
The petitioner number 2, 3, and 4?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Now, let's go to paragraph 16. The matter came up for mention on 26th of August 2024. Where were you on the 26th of August 2024?
My lord, on that particular day I was in Coast Province. I was in Mombasa, Lamu, and Boni Enclave, my lord.
Okay. Now, look at paragraph 18. You are supposed to appear in court on the 29th of August, 2024, paragraph 18.
Yes, my lord.
Can you tell the court where you are on the 29th of August, 2024?
I was at Mpeketoni and the Boni Enclave as at large, those areas of Fuluko, my lord.
Okay. On the 3rd of September 2024, that's on paragraph 19, did you send a representative to court?
Yes, my lord.
Who did you send?
My representative, my legal, Mr. Otiende, my lord.
Okay. And where were you on the 3rd of September 2024?
On that very day, my lord, I was still on those borders of Kenya-Somalia border at Ishakani, and Bonnie Enclave.
Okay. Let's go to paragraph 21. Where were you on the 4th of September 2024?
On this particular day, my lord, I was en route to the northern Kenya, part of Kenya, my lord.
Then you are supposed to attend court on the 5th of September 2024. That's paragraph 22. Where were you on the 5th of September 2024?
On this particular date, my lord, I was in Mandera, that is northeastern region, and I had also sent my director legal, Mr. Otiende, to represent me, my lord.
Now, on the 9th of September, you are supposed to be in court personally. Can you tell this court where you are? Paragraph 24.
My lord, still on this date, I was still in northeastern and particularly in Wajir, those areas of Huluko, Korfarar, and Konton, my lord.
Huluko?
Huluko, Korfarar, Konton, Korfarar.
Huluko?
Korfarar, Konton.
Korfarar and where else?
And Karsa.
That is paragraph 24.
My lord, may I proceed?
I just want them to see those areas. You said paragraph 24 of the affidavit.
We're referring to paragraph 24 and 25.
Those areas are not mentioned.
Yes, but he was meant to be in court, my lord.
He's on oath anyway.
Yes, he's on oath and he was meant to be in court.
So the last area is Huluko, Korofan, and where else?
Karsa, my lord. Those are FOBs, the forward operating bases for the officers in the northeastern, my lord.
All right.
Then you were sentenced on the 13th of September when you were meant to be in court. Can you indicate to the court where you are then? On the 13th of September 2024?
On that very day, my lord, I was still on my way now downwards because from Wajir we had to come back to those sides of Karisa, and in Karisa we had to traverse to those forward operating bases of our officers like in Welmerer and Fafi, my lord.
Now, was your failure to come to court deliberate or a deliberate act of lack of respect for the court?
My lord, it was not a deliberate failure because I had also requested my assistant to come and represent me and the legal officer to do the same, my lord.
Now, this petition relates to missing persons who are petitioner number 2, 3, and 4. Bob Njagi, Jamil Longton, and Aslam Longton.
Yes, my lord.
Have they been in police custody at all?
My lord, they've not been in police custody. And I just learned this morning from Honorable Harvey, that they've been found, my lord.
So you learned from who that they've been found?
From President retired Emeritus LSK Harvey.
Sorry, can we have some silence, please? Some silence. So, you learned from who?
I learned from the Emeritus LSK President Harvey.
So, sorry, just a minute. I just want to capture what you are saying. You learned that those people have been what?
I learned that those people have been found from Harvey, my lord.
Okay. Or this morning?
This morning.
All right, thank you.
And how did you learn? Where did he say it?
He said it before this court, my lord.
Okay. Did he describe the condition in which they are?
I did not get it clear, my lord.
Okay. So, now that we are here...
Just a minute, Mr. Miller, because now that is coming from him, what he has heard from Mr. Harvey.
Yes.
Mr. Harvey, is that factual, what you told the court? Is it factual?
I will cross-examine.
I just wanted, yes, let me find out, because you said it in your submissions. So I just wanted also to find out whether it is factual.
Yes, it's true.
All right.
I started in court, but there are reports that have been released.
All right.
The report was made by the President of the Law Society.
All right, thank you. I think that's
to
enough.
alarm everybody that the President of the Law Society of Kenya knows that these people are released.
All right.
And they are in custody.
All right, proceed.
My lord, perhaps you can also tell the court the condition in which they were.
No. Miller, proceed.
Thank you, my lord. Now that we are in this situation, what would you like to tell the court?
My lord, I want to thank you for the opportunity you have accorded me to stand before you. Before I say anything, my lord, I would like to apologize to the lordship and the judiciary for the events that have transpired leading to the orders of this court. My lord, I respect you and all our gods for the good work that you do to uphold the rule of law. As a police officer, it is my duty to enforce court orders and ensure that court orders are obeyed. I pray, my lord, that this court accepts my apology, vacates conviction and sentence. So I pray, my lord.
Okay. That's all, my lord.
From the respondent side, would any one of you have any question for the Inspector General?
My lord, I was asked to hold Mr. Kiara's brief.
Mr. Bitter, do you have any questions for him?
No, I just want to bring that.
So, Mr. Bitter?
I'm holding Mr. Kiara's brief for the fifth response.
This is a courtroom. We would want everybody to be satisfied with these proceedings. From the respondent side, does any one of you have any question for the Inspector General?
I'm already satisfied, I think.
All right.
I think there is any questions.
Right, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Kitonga Murugara. Solicitor General, Mr. Shanta. Now, Mr. Nelson Avi, you have strictly 15 minutes, which you must utilize well.
My lord, I'll check less than 5.
My court assistant will keep time.
But IG, these three Kenyans, Bob, Michelle, Jackie, Jamil Longton, and Aslam Longton. You know them?
I don't know them, my lord.
When did you come to PO?
I heard of them when it was reported at Kitengela, and the signal was circulated by the OCS to all OCS in Kenya of the missing person, my lord.
How long ago was that?
The date you've mentioned, my lord.
Pardon?
The date you've just mentioned, my lord. That was on the 19th August, my lord.
19th of August.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Between 19th of August and today, how many days are those?
Around 1 month, my lord.
What efforts, if any, have been made by the National Police Service to press this thing?
My lord, immediately it was reported. The signal was sent throughout the country to all OCS. The investigation was opened and started immediately and still is live. The investigation is on. Just we appealed to the public also to assist us on where they could be found, my lord.
Do you have any report, preliminary or final, so far as those investigations are concerned?
Come again, my lord?
Do you have any report, preliminary or final, insofar as the investigations are concerned?
What I know, my lord, is that the investigation is still on and they've not been found as this morning when I was coming to this court, my lord.
When did you wake up this morning?
Wow, a bit early, my lord. It was at 0.
Okay, so when did you set off to come to this court?
My lord, I came to this court very early because I was supposed to start at 9 and by 8 I was here, my lord.
No, I can speak in Kipukuzi if you want. My question is, when did you set off to come?
Set off from where, my lord?
Wherever you are.
At 0800, I set off from my office, headed to Milimani Courts, my lord.
By then, had you received any briefings insofar as these three are concerned?
My lord, I received the briefings that they had not yet been found. That was the brief that I had received because there was no new brief that I had gotten from the legal. But if there has been, from here, I will go and confirm from our police stations if any has been made a report, my lord.
So if that be the case, it is your confirmation that you have not complied with the habeas corpus order to produce it.
My lord, we did not have them in our custody, my lord.
Now listen, don't answer the question, answer my question. There was an order directed at you to produce these three. So have you complied with the order? You can say yes or no, and if you say no, then you explain why you're not. You, please, get out of that place. My lord, this gentleman, the short gentleman, is giving the tall gentleman answers.
My lord, I was standing next to him, and nothing of that sort is happening.
You know, they have taken us through a charade. We will not dispatch this nonsense. My lord, I request that these people move away from the witness. Miller can remain, but these individuals can move away from the witness.
Yes, I do. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be brief. I want to ask the last question. Mr. Masangeli, look at the court, listen to my question and give the answer. There was an order directed at you to produce these three in court. You are aware of that order?
I'm aware, my lord.
Have you produced these three in court?
I've not, my lord, because...
It's okay. You have not produced them in court.
Yes, my lord.
Why?
I don't have them, my lord. And they are not within the police cells, my lord.
But that's a sufficient answer. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilbert. That's all for me.
Sawa.
Kabisa, ngoja kitu kidogo nafikiri. Zero interest, zero kidogo. Nataka kuuliza maswali.
I have very few questions as usual, my lord. Yes. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, my lord.
I have very few questions for you. When you took office, did you swear to protect the rule of law?
Yes, my lord.
Do you think you're above the law?
No, my lord.
Do you think your conduct allows you to continue holding public office?
Yes, my lord.
The conduct of not obeying the rule of law allows you to hold office.
Here I am, my lord. I have obeyed.
That is it for me. Silence, please.
My lord, I equally have two questions for the witness. Your name is Emmanuel Jose. Yes. Mr. Masengeli.
Yes, my lord.
Do you find it difficult that the day you chose to come to court today is the same day that the three petitioners have been found? Do you find it disturbing as an acting inspector general, a former acting inspector general, and currently a deputy inspector general?
My lord, that is subject to investigation. As police officers, we will have to go further and investigate. Also have a...
My question was very rhetorical. Do you look at the coincidence between the day you've chosen? I'm saying you've chosen because we have had 8 instances before here, which you chose not to come. Do you find it disturbing that the day you chose to come to court, it's the same day the 3 petitioners were found early in the morning? Do you find it disturbing?
My lord, I don't find it disturbing because to me, up to now, I'm not aware whether they've been found.
You've answered my question. My second question, Mr. Masengeli. You have apologized to the court for not honoring those 7 sermons. Is that an admission of guilt from your part?
My lord, that's not an admission of guilt, but I explained myself, my lord.
Why did you apologize? If, truthfully, your affidavit, the one you have supplied to the court, if whatever you have sworn and presented to the court is true, why are you apologizing for doing the right thing?
Because, my lord, I was supposed to be here in person.
You're supposed to be here in person.
And here I am, my Lord.
Your apologies to you being here in person, not to your conduct of disobedience. It's a straightforward.
My apology is to pray that the Lord of this court accepts the apology that I had just made, vacate the conviction and the sentence.
So
I prayed to my Lord
to say that you've confirmed to this court that you are guilty and the court convicted you because of that apology and the sentence?
No, my Lord.
Lastly, my last question is on the orders. From the time this petition was filed by the Law Society of Kenya, at what point did you see the first order of this court? Or come across the first order summoning you?
My Lord,
My Lord, why don't you tell you? I think you should be using courtly language. It's a research account. But look, they're all combined here. Can you witness answers?
Unless we agree that they are adopting their fidelity.
That's correct, man.
Listen, we agree that they are adopting their fidelity. Unless they are showing the witness.
Let's only allow Mr. Miller to do it, not any other person.
No, my Lord, you're opening a big door for them. Huh? Just
No.
be firm.
No.
Let the advocate be there.
The
29th of August. Okay, let me so where is the controversy? No, where is the controversy? Where are the court orders? Can you get those people out of that?
Just get them out. Why are you negotiating?
Yeah, get them out. Leave Mr. Miller only. Those are the directions of the court.
My Lord, I appear with Steve Ogola.
Or Mr. Steve Ogola can do it.
Yes, and I also appear with Juma.
Please step away from the stage. Let's have some order. Let's have some order. Could you move a bit? Could you move a bit from where the Inspector General is? Kindly. I don't want any scenes here. We only have Mr. Ogola and Mr. Miller next to the witness. Kindly.
He's my legal officer.
The man in black. Would you please step aside? No? Move a bit. Move a bit.
My Lord, that's a legal officer.
Yeah.
And you've been getting on Mr. Miller. Kindly, let's have you and Mr. Ogola. Yes, that's okay. Yes, let the officer stand there next to the ID. Let the officer stand there. Yes. The officer, you can stand there so that you can shoot the ID. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ogola and Mr. Miller, you are free now to direct your client to whatever portions of the affidavit you want him to refer.
To answer the question, my Lord, it was on 29th of August 2024, my Lord.
29th of August.
2024, my Lord.
Was held when these directions were being given, so that I don't think it's my land police.
So you say it was on 29th of August?
Yes, my Lord.
That was the first time you knew that there was an order summoning you to court.
Yes, my Lord.
Were you aware of the second order? It's a yes or no?
My Lord, I've put it in my affidavit.
That is why I'm asking you that question. Were you aware of the second order? You can say yes or no. This is a question.
Yes, my Lord.
You're aware of the third order?
Yes, my Lord.
You're aware of the fourth order? So yes or no?
Yes, my Lord.
You're aware of the fifth order?
My Lord, I think you need to clarify them in terms of dates.
They know the orders. They listed them in their affidavit. I'm saving them time.
My Lord, if he's not too sure of the dates of the orders, let him just abandon that line of questioning.
My Lord, the witness has already answered. I don't think my learned senior is doing the right thing by countermanding the answer from the client. You had the benefit of having all the 8 orders on your desk. Will I be right if I say that, Mr. Masengeli?
No, my Lord.
So if you didn't have the benefit, how did you find yourself in court today?
Because, my Lord, I got the conviction and the last orders that I appear in person, my Lord.
So are you trying to tell the court that you were only aware of the first order and the conviction and sentence? Is that your position?
No, my Lord.
Well, that's all from me.
Annette, how many minutes are we?
My Lord, there was about 7 minutes. No, 7
My Lord, I'm 30 minutes.
Already 30 minutes.
Okay, you have 3 minutes.
Also,
3 minutes, make your case.
We don't need to remember everything. The court knows that. And so it doesn't need to prove a point.
My court assistant tells me that that confusion has only spent 3 minutes. So you have 3 minutes.
It's fine. Very well. I'm proceeding. Looking at your affidavit.
Your name, Counsel?
My name is Abubakar. Mr. Masengeli, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my Lord.
You didn't mention the areas you were during when the orders were issued, but you mentioned you were in Lamu County. Which other county?
Northeastern, my Lord.
Northeastern region.
And Eastern, my Lord.
Northeastern.
Northeastern, Eastern, and the Coast Province, on Coast Region, my Lord. Those 3 regions.
Very well. From the evidence, where do we see that you were indeed there?
I filed in my affidavit, my Lord, and there are signals attached on the same, my Lord.
The directors to one that were you in Lamu.
I said on oath.
Please, directors, please. In the affidavit. Mr. Masengeli in Lamu. Mr. Masengeli, Northeastern. In the affidavit, please.
24?
Yeah, so we didn't need to accept them. We buy the next no.
21?
Yeah. Number 18. From page 23. Here, GM2. 23, 24.
My Lord, in my affidavit, my Lord,
yes.
On number 23,
Paragraph 23.
Paragraph 23, my Lord, and paragraph 24, my Lord.
Yes. Yes, I've read the.
And 27. And 27.
Yeah,
and paragraph 27, my Lord.
My question is, substantiate that.
But the thing is,
cogent evidence that I'm in Lamu.
Ask him to peruse.
How did you get that? Did you fly? Was there?
Ask him to peruse the extras.
My Lord, you may peruse the extra.
Yeah.
Sorry, how did you get?
Let him peruse the.
How did you get to Lamu? Mr. Masengeli, how did you get to Lamu? Mr. Masengeli.
My Lord.
Just a minute.
My Lord, just to beg us. Since the affidavit has annexures, and the witness has already pointed out the paragraphs that have the annexures, annexing the signals that counsel is asking, wouldn't that be sufficient?
Not just another 1 minute.
Okay.
Mr. Masengeli, how did you get to Lamu before?
My Lord, I think also we need to also be very careful about this line of questioning. This is a very senior state officer. The issues of... No, my Lord, let me finish.
Let's have some order, please.
My Lord,
let me say this. You see, this is cross-examination. When the witness says that he has answered, if you are not satisfied with the answer, you can only now, if he is not able to go beyond what you are probing, then you can only make submissions on that at a later point. But you cannot keep on asking him to substantiate. He will not move.
How did you get to Lamu?
My Lord, I used police chopper.
Wow. Why didn't you use the same chopper with the 5 times you were summoned to court? That's minutes, right?
My Lord, there are 4 mentions, not 8.
Sorry? 4 mentions. Okay, why did you use the chopper at the first mention? The second mention? The third mention? The fourth?
My Lord,
You admit to breaking the court orders despite the chopper, right?
I cannot disobey court orders, my Lord. Court orders are there to be obeyed and enforced, my Lord.
On these 4 mentions that you say, though you believe there are more, you sent someone, correct?
Yes, my Lord.
You sent the Director Lico, you sent the Deputy IG. Under Section 8, you have the power to delegate, correct?
Not only powers to delegate, my Lord.
Say yes or no, correct?
Yes, my Lord.
Why didn't you delegate to Lamu? Why didn't you delegate to the Northeastern?
My Lord, I am the head of that unit that was engaged in security operations. My Lord, calls for my being there guidance, because I know I have the commanders across the country, my Lord. And with what it happened there, I hate to
But you agree you can't be angry all the time.
It's a fact, my Lord.
So you delegate sometimes, correct?
Sure, my Lord.
Yes. So you had the ability to delegate. I leave it at that, my Lord.
Very well. So we are done with, you have exhausted your 15 minutes. No. You have exhausted your 15 minutes. Any re-examination? Re-examination from, any re-examination?
Not my Lord. Sorry, just one question. Just one question, my Lord, I'm so sorry.
Said no.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I just realized there was something of importance.
No, you said no. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
My Lord, I have just one question.
No, you said no, Council. Yes.
Allows the law society to communicate as all we doing that in terms of the state of affairs.
My Lord, is that procedural?
It is an observation as the law society.
Okay, just a minute, Council. I understand that I'll give each of you, Mr. Miller and the petitioners, 5 minutes to make brief submissions, because after this I want to go and write a ruling. You've heard what the Inspector General of Police has said. You've heard what he has said on cross-examination. So make very brief submissions so that I can now come up with a ruling, and we can see now what will be the way forward. Yeah? So, yeah? That. Yes, so the IG is done. You can now leave the dock. So I will allow who comes first. Yes, Mr. Ogola. You only have 65 minutes to make your brief submissions. If you can make it in 2 minutes, well and good.
question that calls for determination is whether the first respondent has indeed complied with the Honorable Court order dated 13 September 2024. In particular, Directive number 4. Well, the short and straightforward answer is a resounding yes. The then acting Inspector General of Police, Mr. Gilbert Masengeli, has presented himself before this court pursuant to that directive. The second issue, my lord, having so presented himself, has Mr. Masengeli purged contempt? My lord, our simple and straightforward answer is a resounding yes. We say so because the Honorable Court found Mr. Masengeli to be in contempt in the first instance for failing to comply with the habeas corpus orders dated 23rd August 2023. To that limited extent, my lord, Mr. Masengeli has clarified to this Honorable Court that the reason for non-compliance is that he did not have the second to fourth petitioners in his custody. Bears mentioning, my lord, that the first petitioner, without being moved by anyone, has in fact conceded to the Honorable Court that indeed Mr. Masengeli did not have the second, the fourth respondents in his custody. The Law Society of Kenya says the second to fourth petitioners were released early morning. We have followed the proceedings. We have not had an allegation, and thank you, the LSK, that they were released from police custody. So therefore, I believe that limb of explaining non-compliance with the habeas corpus orders has been satisfactorily explained. That leaves the second limb on contempt of court. What the court considered as brazen disobedience of summons to appear. My lord, we submit that we find favor with the court in terms of the explanation given on oath and through the affidavit sworn on 20th September 2024, annexing documentary and evidentiary material that explains what I can only consider as the unhealthy tension between two competing constitutional obligations. Mr. Masengeli has clarified that his absence from this court was not in any way intended to demean the dignity and authority of this honorable court. Therefore, insofar as the second limb of that order, first limb is to appear, The second limb is to explain the non-compliance. My Lord, we submit very humbly that the court finds favor with our submission that that limb has been satisfactorily explained or achieved. The third issue that then commends itself for consideration by this court is whether in an attempt to explain, the third issue that commends itself for consideration is whether in an attempt to explain non-compliance with court orders, Mr. Masengeli has shown remorsefulness. Simply put, is Mr. Masengeli sorry that he failed to honor court summons? Has he apologized? We submit, my Lord, that that answer is self-evident from Mr. Masengeli's own testimony in chief. He has profusely apologized. He has restated his respect for the dignity and authority of this court, and he has pleaded for mercy. As the Honorable Court rightly said, these proceedings are only second to what the Christian doctrinal teachings call purgatory. That if you accept, as the Bible says, that you have fallen short of the glory of God, and you repent and return, the Lord shall show you mercy. Mr. Masengeli pleads with this court that he benefits from this court's grace in accordance with the court's inherent discretionary power to forgive. The court has the power to punish. The court has the power to forgive. The court has punished. He now pleads that the court forgives. Lastly, what are the orders that commend themselves? The orders that commend themselves, yes, is a vacation of those orders of conviction and sentence. My Lord, thank you. And
My Lord,
the orders that I'm just finishing, my Lord,
the 1 minute so that when
in
you
less than
come to
30
our
seconds.
time, enjoy.
What are the orders that commend themselves, my Lord? Having had the apology of Mr. Masengeli, he has pleaded with this honorable court that this honorable court do discharge the orders of 9th September 2024 that convicts him of contempt of court. And lastly, that the honorable court be pleased to extend grace and discharge the orders dated 13th September 2024 insofar as they relate to custodial sentencing. We thank you, my Lord, for indulging Mr. Masengeli, and we will be requesting on behalf of the first respondent, because he's still a serving police officers under the command and the authority of the Attorney General, that the Solicitor General would probably have the last word on our part. Thank you, my Lord.
Thank you, my Lord. And I'm sure the Law Society will just give me an indulgence. Just one or two things, my Lord. It was the greatest humility that Mr. Masengeli has submitted himself to this honorable court. He has submitted to the jurisdiction of this court. And from his own words, my Lord, if you noted, is recognizing your lordship. That indeed, my Lord, even what has been tendered before your Lordship is a demonstration that there was no intention, that it was not intentional for Mr. Masengeri not to appear. He is, by appearing in court, demonstrated that as an officer, he has tremendous regard for the court. He has such a respect for the court that he is himself before this honorable court. And Mr. Masengeri, my lord, has a career. And in the discharge and expeditious obligation as a career police officer who has risen through the ranks to be the DIG administration, and having been granted the opportunity to act, my lord clearly tells us that he is an officer who has always complied, and he has stated this. And therefore, that's why my lord will submit with the greatest humility that the career of these police officers commends to yourself, my lord, to apply the greatest mercy in your favor, so that you are able to allow Mr. Masengeri to continue serving this country. And that would urge, my lord, the orders of 9 that led to Mr. Masengeri's conviction, commend to yourself, my lord, to be discharged and allow him to continue to serve. I'm sure all of us, my lord, are enjoying the peace and the tranquility in this country because selfless police officers are taking care of our borders. And I would honorably urge my colleagues, with the president leading, and I can see Senator Manso and the rest, to also allow us for the first time to extend this to our distinguished police officer who has served with the distinction to rise to this level. Thank you, my lord, and we would be most obliged for a favorable finding in favor of the contempt. Thank you, my lord.
Vice President of the Law Society of Kenya. My lord, we'll take about 10 minutes. I will spend about 7, and I will delegate the remaining 3 to... I'm putting caution, my lord. You had indicated 5 minutes. First, I'm in a very awkward position because my senior, the Solicitor General, has stated, and you know, he's a representative of the titular head of the bar, when he says that we should agree. I am tempted to agree with him, although what is at stake is of grave consequence. First of all, my lord, allow me to thank the court for the bravery that it has put. For sure, were it not for the consistent courage that the court has demonstrated, we would not have had an instance in Kenya where the Attorney General, the Solicitor General, and the senior acumen from the State Law Office, members of Parliament, senators will be in court interested in the outcome of this matter. We say this, my lord, from the Law Society of Kenya, that not all legal battles are won. But some leave an indelible mark on the resilience and the determination to affirm the rule of law and the tenets in the Constitution that demonstrate how lawful authority should be exercised. Lord, let us not forget that there is a duty on the part of those who hold high public office. There is a duty on the part of those who hold high public office, and especially constitutional ones, like the one the former acting Inspector General was holding, have to comply with the constitutional edicts. And I will not name all of them, but to be more specifically,
lazima tutafute tukafunge. Make it happen right now, not
Jipange na View sasa imerudi kwa mbwembwe na vishindo. Jipange leo kwa nafasi ya kujishindia mamilioni ya pesa.
Jipange ushinde na View sasa.
Bonyeza *487*3# na uweke 50 bob tu au tuma kwa